Simple IT have extensive experience deploying networks, and we're not just a network only, we also look at the whole infrastructure. So how does everything connect to each other? We make sure we handhold, we make sure we deploy what they require and not just drop and leave.
The network I inherited was a daisy-chained topology of elderly cabs and switches with predominantly desktops Etherneted in. It had been organically grown with little documentation and labelling, and was fast being outstripped by the requirements of what we needed. So moving to the new system has transformed us from being a very reactive team that had to, when things were breaking and we were having issues, we were having to try and find where the problem was and spending a lot of time. So now we have a more streamlined system where we can actually identify quite quickly where the pinch point is and deal with it. And it just means that it's just better, smarter way of working, and we are more on point. And then another aspect that's really important is we're a boarding school, so it's very important for the boarders that they have access and can communicate with their families who are often a long way away. And they often have up to 3 or 4 devices. Anybody who's got a teenager knows they've got their phone, their laptop, their iPad, they're studying, they want to be able to use all of them. All of that can now be supportive. And I got a fabulous message recently from one of the boarding house mistresses who said, "Please tell Mrs. A, I love the new network."
It's very important to understand the requirements of the school, so deploying the app, not just looking at technology and deploying technology, but actually providing a service to the school themselves. Malvern had a lot of organic issues going on within their system, so they had a lot of loops due to poor cabling. They had large subnets, so when broadcast storms happened, it impacted the whole environment. And also there's this lack of central management of and documentation, so if they have got an issue, you know, how do they fix it, what is connected to what, and try and troubleshoot the problems. So as part of the design for the network, we're implementing a 2-tier spine and leaf topology. Malvern is quite a large geographic site with multiple buildings, so this is the best way forward, using fibre cables, not just copper, to give the speed and 10 gig connectivity that they require to scale the network. We also did an Ekahau AP on a stick survey. With the age of the building, it's difficult to understand the attenuation, so we need to find out what the walls will do to impact on Wi-Fi coverage, so that we can place the APs in the right locations, not just finger in the air, but actually have a good understanding of it. And using the Cisco Meraki products, it allows us to have that central dashboard to actually understand the network. It's self-documenting as well, so we can see the topology and we can see what clients are connected to where at any given time. We've also got a long-standing relationship with Cisco Meraki, so we're very well suited to deploying the technology required for their requirements. In fact, we've recently deployed a brand new network, switches and Wi-Fi at the Moseley School, and in fact is where we got the Malvern project from a referral. And Moseley are actually enjoying a state-of-the-art, stable, scalable new network as we speak.
I just think the whole process has been incredibly well planned, well executed. It's really lovely that it's going to be complete, but really sad that it is as well, because I've really enjoyed the transformation.